Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Fourth and a Mile podcast. That's Nicholas Elliott. I'm JD Saza, and welcome back. It is NFL Day here at the Fourth and a Mile podcast. But first, Nicholas Elliott, how are you doing today?
Doing great. On to week 12 of the NFL. So,
Yes, we are. We are way more than halfway through the NFL season. We're getting closer and closer to teams clinching their spots in the playoffs and clinching their spots in the Tank Bowl.
yeah.
I think we know kind of what what to expect, but we'll see. I mean, I'll tell. I have one big thing over last week's NFL slate. The primetime games sucked. Like the night primetime games. I mean, the games at like noon and 3:25 were really good, but the primetime was not good this week.
That's what happens when you put the Raiders and Jets on nighttime on
That's true.
standalone television.
That's true. But since we're already talking about it, let's head into Thursday night. So for Nicholas and I, we were both at the Alabama Purdue game for college basketball, but we did watch the highlights of this game and kind of watched most of it, and it kind of went how we both expected. Just a nice opening drive touchdown, and then for the rest of the game, they couldn't really do much. TreVeyon Henderson had 3 touchdowns in this game. The Patriots wore their alternate uniforms and really just took care of business. And the Jets are, because they're sick and tired of watching Justin Fields, they're benching him for Tyrod Taylor for at least next week.
Interesting. Yeah, it's pretty much a good recap of that game. Just bad.
I mean TreVeyon Henderson, they're giving really the main story of this game with TreVeyon Henderson is kind of coming into his own as the Patriots lightning guy. They're Jahmyr Gibbs per se. He's not the greatest pass blocker they got on that roster, but he's a home run hitter. And he gives that Patriots offense a little more explosiveness that they kind of need to make a deep run in the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
And with that game, the Patriots stay atop of the AFC East they are currently 9-2 right now, with a tiebreaker over Buffalo because they beat them in Buffalo earlier this year on Sunday Night Football. So the Patriots are in a really good spot right now to get around 12-13 wins and make the playoffs.
Yeah, they're getting closer to being able to clinch. I'm not being closer. They won't be able to until like the last, but they clinch the playoff spot. Not the division. Division won't be decided until
probably
like
game and
depending on the outcome of the game on December 14th, because that's when they play the Bills again.
All right. Any other thoughts on this game? Jets or Tank? I mean, it went how we both expected. I think everyone kind of expected it.
Patriots did what they needed to do. Can't really.
And I'll give them this. It was a better Thursday night game than Raiders-Broncos.
That's for sure. All right.
This Thursday night, we actually get a pretty good game, but we'll get into that a little later into the show.
Yeah, actually a pretty good one, yeah.
All right, where do you want to start?
I feel bad for all the fans that had to go to that. All that the NFL went to a new location, the new country again in Spain, went to Madrid. I feel bad that those fans had to watch this game because 16th. I mean, I guess it went to overtime.
It was a pretty entertaining game. It's just for their sake, I think we both hope they should have gotten something better.
It was just a lot of bad football. Like the Dolphins did what they needed to do. Like they've won like a couple games in a row now.
Yeah, the Miami Dolphins beat the Washington Commanders in overtime in Madrid, 26-23. The story of this game was
A-Chain dominated. Running back dominated.
Devon A-Chain for Miami, and he had 21 carries for 120 yards. No touchdowns though, but 120 yards rushing.
and 45 yards receiving. So
Jeez.
165 combined.
Both both quarterbacks played average.
Yeah,
Mariota was
Mariota's
starting.
been fine.
Mariota started in place of Jane Daniels. He went 20 for 30, 213 yards, one touchdown, and one pick. Tua went 14 for 21, 71, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Again, it was a run game day for Miami.
Miami could have wrapped this up, could have wrapped this game up in regulation, but they went for it on the 4th and goal from the 1 and didn't get it. And
It
then,
was a stupid decision, but they're
yeah,
thankful
with a
that
minute 44 left, you choose to kick the ball instead of just, you choose to go for it instead of just kicking the ball and putting.
yeah,
And instead, the Commanders, they were able to drive it down a little bit down the field. They got in field goal range, kicked a field goal, missed overtime, and then I think Mariota threw a pick in overtime, and then Dolphins just ran it out and kicked a field goal. It was a
absolutely.
pretty sloppy game, but that's what you get when you have a 3-win team and two 3-win teams going at it, because the Dolphins are now 4-7 after that. But Mike McDaniel's, I guess, his seat is kind of cooling off a little bit, but I mean, who really knows?
Slowly.
Depends on the
Slowly.
GM hire that the Dolphins make whenever in the offseason.
Yeah, I mean they're fighting, but I mean probably long term it's gonna hurt them because they're losing tank position. But for Washington, it's kind of a wasted season. Kind of a wasted season, but also that roster so overperformed last year. They weren't sustainable. I didn't think it
Their
was sustainable.
their defense is very. They need to get some younger guys on that defense. Their defense is a lot of age on that.
Yeah,
It's an aging defense that hasn't really. It's like the Steelers, because they will go in for an aging defense, but their defense is actually
absolutely.
making plays. But the Commanders are just getting gashed every single play. I mean, their running game is probably giving up like 6 yards, like 4 to 5 yards a carry. It's bad. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
All right, the noon slate. I mean, it doesn't matter if this team loses the week before to one of the worst teams in the NFL, aka the Saints. But but Bryce Young owns the Atlanta Falcons.
The funniest thing was like he puts in an infinity stone every time he plays the Falcons and just turns into.
And every time he plays in the city of Atlanta, he turns into.
Honestly,
We
he had
saw
his
it at
best
Alabama.
games last year against Atlanta, and the Carolina Panthers are now 6-5. They beat a 3-7 Atlanta Falcons team, and Bryce Young, 31 for 45, 448 passing yards and 3 touchdowns with a 123.2 passer rating.
And he was playing hurt. Like, he took a couple shots, went out for like with injury, came back in, looked like his ankle.
Yeah.
Tweaked his ankle a little bit, but still kept fighting.
Bijan, other key players in this game, Bijan Robinson, 23 carries, 104 yards, 2 touchdowns. Really nice day for him.
Oh, yeah, Michael Penix is hurt as well now.
Yep, he's out for the year. He went 13 for 16, 175.
He was playing good too. Penix was 13 of 16, 175 before his injury.
Both the top receivers for these two teams played good. Ted McMillan had 130 yards catching and 2 touchdowns, while Drake London had 119 passing.
And Drake London's is hurt now too.
Yeah, it's been a season from HE double hockey stick for Atlanta, because even if they tank, their pick goes to the Los Angeles Rams.
Good job, Terry Fontenot, working with the Saints. Good job.
Yep. So the Rams have the Falcons pick, and the Rams are one of the best teams in the NFL.
Yep. Maybe the Rams will try and shop that one of those picks.
Possibly, but
I mean, you can use 2 first and probably potentially move up if you like the guy so much.
It's been a season from hell for Atlanta. I think Raheem Morris is a prime candidate for hot seat.
Oh, yeah, his seat's been hot, but they should sign him to a lifetime.
I know as a Saints fan, you want him lifetime.
Yeah, lifetime contract, please. Thank you, Arthur Blank.
Well, going back to it, great. This is a massive win for the Panthers.
Yeah, this is massive because you lost last week against a team that you should have beaten, but then you get a team that everybody doubted you and you beat them.
And also, one of the divisions that we thought would be wrapped up by this time,
No, it's close now.
it's close now because the Tampa Bay Buccaneers lost their second straight game off a bye. They went into Buffalo and lost 44-32 in a shootout. The both again, it was a shootout, but the Bills, they play in shootouts all the time. Todd Bowles' defense could not stop Josh Allen to save their life.
The Bucks are now sitting in. They've played in their last 3 out of 4 games. The only team under 500 they played is the Saints. They played the Lions, Patriots, and Bills, and then they played the Saints mixed in there.
And they play the Rams upcoming.
Rams this Sunday night, and the Panthers play the 49ers on Monday night. So the thing with this, and they haven't even played each other yet. So their first meeting isn't until the week before Christmas. So it'll be
they play late.
21st December, and then they play the last week of the season. So this division could get is tight because these teams, it won't be decided until the end of the season, especially if the Panthers continue to hang around. But
and going back to this game, this was the game of the week for me. It was highly entertaining. Both teams don't really have defense in this game. Sean Tucker,
shout out Sean Tucker,
had a really nice day for Tampa Bay.
Great for me.
Rushing yards, 2 touchdowns.
I picked him up off my waiver wire, so.
Ooh, nice.
I had my quarterback only put up 4 points because Sam Darnold threw 4 picks. But my running backs combined for 69.
It was 2 different ways of offense. Tampa had 202 rushing yards and 165 passing yards, while the Bills had just under 100 rushing yards, but 317 passing yards.
That's how you beat each team. I mean, to beat the Bills, you got to have a good run game, and that's exactly what the Bucs did. They didn't win the game, but they did. They had the recipe for success. They ran it, and then the Bucs secondary has been kind of weak because the week before that, Drake May kind of torched him, and that secondary was able to get big plays, and Josh Allen did the same in the air.
Josh Allen continues to prove why he is one of, if not the best quarterback in the NFL right now.
The MVP race is probably going to be decided by who wins the AFC East.
I would assume so. Either their AFC South or the running back in the AFC South.
Yeah, but the Colts are they have a big game this week. If Taylor can have a big game, but the Bills needed this after last week's game. I mean, the Bucs also needed it because they were coming.
This was a must win. This was a must win for Buffalo, especially to keep up with New England. And you don't want to go into Foxborough late in the year in January. That place is a tough place to play.
No. And here's a surprising result in another noon game. Jaguars absolute stomp.
Yeah, and this game was weird because it wasn't the offense that did anything special in this game. It was really the defense and the rushing of Jacksonville that dominated this game. Jacksonville had 192 rushing yards this game.
They needed it because last week when they blew that big 26-point lead in the fourth quarter, you absolutely needed your defense to come out and
and don't look now, but the Jaguars are 6-4.
Yep, same as the Chargers are 7-4, but so they're practically the same. So that could be big for tie break down the stretch. But
Chargers, their offensive line. I mean, you went up against Jacksonville's front four. Jacksonville's one of the better front four tandems in the entire league with Eric Armstead, with Trayvon Walker, and with Josh Allen.
Yep. And this is a team that does not here's the next game. This team continues to get away with it and wins in crunch time. That's done that for the past pretty much all of their wins. It's the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, I mean,
they were in control this whole game, but then
really I think this is more of a good thing for Chicago. They don't win games like these in my lifetime, but they keep winning games like this. They should have probably dominated this game, but
yeah, they were ahead the whole time.
They're a young team. They got to learn how to win.
Yeah, they made it 17-16 game Vikings did with I think it was 40 seconds left or something. Maybe like 35. Bears still had all 3 timeouts, and Devin Duvernay, he's probably one of the better returners in the NFL. Gets a big monster return out to midfield or so, and then Caleb Williams gets him. They were able to run the ball over towards field goal range, and Santos kicks it in. But the Bears, they needed this because this stretch is about to get brutal for them. Because,
the Bears are sitting at top of the NFC North. Who would have thought that at week 12?
Especially after the week 1 game where they absolutely blew that game. But I don't know. If they can get through this stretch, this 3-game stretch, and they're still on top of it, I think they could win that division. But the rest of their season is not looking good. Just opponents they have and teams that they've struggled with. This weekend they play the Steelers. That'll be a tough game. But then they still have the 2 games against the Packers, and that's a team that's owned the Bears. Even though they won last year, the last game of the season.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what happens with the Bears moving forward.
I think the biggest story in this game, along with the Bears winning yet another close game, is the Vikings are
bad.
This might be a quick experiment with JJ McCarthy.
Yeah, they might be in the market. They'll probably be in the market. We'll see. But they might be looking at quarterbacks in the draft. But who knows? I think another thing
actually looking at an experienced quarterback, kind of like a Mac Jones or someone like that.
Mac Jones
it worked wonders last time. I
think Mac. That's actually a good spot for Mac. Would be the Vikings. He's definitely worthy of a starting.
Apparently, Max is under contract for 49ers, and why would 49ers let him go?
Yeah, especially with Purdy injury. But the thing with the Bears is the reason why they've had so much success is their defense continues to create all these turnovers. They had 2 turnovers, 2 interceptions. Kevin Byard keeps. He's gotten so many interceptions this year.
Yeah.
Let's see how many, because I know he got one. He got let's see, he has 5 interceptions.
Yep. All right, next game.
All right. Well, this is another NFC North team. Packers survive against Jameis Winston. Jordan Love went out early in this game, but he came back in, and
Malik Willis in his stead had a nice touchdown. Had a nice touchdown drive. This game.
Just kind of the story of the Giants this year.
That, and also the Packers, they just need to let Jordan Love just sling the football around more, because
they finally draft a first-round receiver, and that receiver has been a big letdown.
He's been a massive bust this year. He's been in and out of the lineup, but weird game for the Packers, but they don't. This year's Packers team doesn't have easy wins.
And Micah gets the game-winning forced fumble late in the game. But the Giants had chances Jalen Hyatt on Jameis threw an interception. Jalen Hyatt, it was supposed to be a corner out in the end zone. He kind of just stopped. Yeah. And Jameis threw it right to the perfect spot, and there was a safety just sitting right in the.
This corner. Was one of the games that I didn't watch a lot of because I kind of expected
a bad game,
Packers, but that's the Packers this year. Next game, Bengals Steelers. The big news coming out of this is Aaron Rodgers injury.
Well, I think the injury, yes, but there's bigger news than that. Just the Jamar Chase and Jalen Ramsey situation.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, because Jamar Chase is now going to be
the Aaron Rodgers stuff, and then we can talk about Jamar Chase.
Yeah. So, what was the injury? It's a wrist injury, right?
Yeah, it's a wrist injury. He fractured a bone in his wrist or his finger, in his
right throwing hand or left hand.
While talking about the game, if you have any thoughts, let me look that up.
I think the big thoughts is how big because last time these 2 teams met on Thursday night, it was a shootout.
All right, so he won't need surgery for this. It's on his fractured left wrist. He's pushing to play Sunday. He's pushing to play Sunday at Chicago, but doctors need to clear him.
Well, if you're a Bears fan, you're hoping he doesn't play because Aaron Rodgers owns the city of Chicago.
Yeah.
So if you're a Bears fan, you hope it's Mason Rudolph. Mason Rudolph did actually pretty solid in his backup. 12 of 16, 127 yards, but the real story of this game was the Steelers' defense was pretty dominant in being able to prevent. I mean, they dominated the Bengals and just because last time it was just Joe Flacco was just slinging the rock all over them, and this time
they clamped down. But now we can get
Yep.
into the big news coming out of this game.
I don't know what happened.
We had another Spitgate.
Yeah,
another Spitgate, just like earlier.
I don't know if it was on like a fourth down or third. I don't even know like what specific play it was on, or if there was like a PI or something that didn't get called. But I mean, you can't do that. I mean, come on.
I mean, Jamar Chase got suspended. Ramsey got kicked out because they saw what Ramsey did. The ref saw that.
This is kind of like retaliation.
Chase, though, is going to get suspended 1 game for spitting on Jalen Ramsey, and he's trying to appeal it.
Well, he's not gonna get it. He's not gonna get him a win.
Yeah, and he lied to the media room, going like, "Yeah, I didn't spit there," even though there's full evidence that he spit on.
So it's just a retaliation because I had no clue when I saw that news come out yesterday. I had no clue because it like
that's AFC North rivalry right there. Two really passionate players going at it.
As the guy is the face of the franchise, pretty much because Joe Burrow can never be healthy. You can't have that happen.
Yeah, I mean,
bad look, but
Burrow's trying to come back. But why would you bring back Joe Burrow for this? Don't get him injured.
Your defense is just bad. But the Steelers continue to get a lot of guys involved in their passing game, even though it's not receivers. Like like you got Darnell Washington's getting a lot more involved. Kenneth Gainwell is getting a lot of receptions out of the backfield. DK, I mean, he's doing all right. But, I mean, not a lot of receiver. I mean, your other receivers only had 2 combined receptions, and it's basically a tight end and dump down offense, which probably not going to have much success in that later on the season. But if you just win games, you're winning games. This team is on a short week, and they have to play Davis Mills, but they survive. Titans continue to be frisky at 1-9, but just can't quite get over the edge. I mean, if you would have lost that game as a Texans, your season's practically over, but you can stay alive for now. CJ Stroud's still questionable should be playing, I imagine, this week on a short week, but we'll see if he gets cleared from that concussion. But the Texans just Davis Mills is actually doing pretty good in backup.
Yeah, but it's tough to win games with that offensive line and without CJ Stroud.
Yep. And Cam Ward continues to play pretty well. Like keeps showing flashes. I mean, he doesn't really have much help around him. So I mean, but at least the Titans have seen the flashes and knows that he can actually be the guy there. It's just you need to be complimentary to him and actually help him out.
Agreed.
That's the only thing on that game. Brock Purdy and his return, 3 touchdowns. I mean,
Kittle and Brock Purdy had really nice days.
So did McCaffrey.
McCaffrey continues to destroy me in fantasy.
So did you know there was an NFL the most completions in the game happened?
Yeah. I mean, he completed 47 of 57 passes.
I mean, that's pretty dang good.
But the Cardinals only scored 22 points on completions.
Michael Wilson, if you had Trey McBride or Michael Wilson on your team, you had a good week. 15 catches, 185 for Wilson. Trey McBride. I wish Marv was available for this game. That would have been nice for me. That would have been great. But Cardinals Jonathan Gannon's probably got to go. He's probably done there.
Yeah. This Cardinals team has been like the most missed opportunity team. They have so much talent, and they've been in so many of these games, but just haven't been able to.
That season was the Titans game. That's where everything started crumbling for them.
Yeah.
But the Niners, I mean, even if people with Mac Jones not starting, Brock Purdy back, and Niners do what they do. Like their system just continues to be.
Shanahan and Salah continue to coach wonders
Yeah,
with.
despite all the injuries. But
Mhm.
it's good to have Purdy back, I guess. But I mean,
Oh, that's massive for them.
massive for them just because given all the money they've given to him. But I mean, Mac Jones
Agreed.
is still doing good. So it's not like they kind of just picked up where they left off on offense. Like their offense is
Yeah.
still good regardless of who's at quarterback for that team. All right, this game it was a lot closer than what it should have been. A lot of this game right here, the game of
Not
the week,
close.
the NFC game of the week. That is the
This
Seahawks and Rams.
It shouldn't have been close, even in the slightest. But
Yeah,
that's really more of a testament to how good.
the Seattle defense is.
Yeah, that's just how good Seattle is.
When you throw 4 interceptions, every time I would just keep checking fantasy and I would just see Sam Darnold has lost more points. I was like, why? What's even happening? And I see 4 interceptions. The fact you lose that game by 2 points and you had a game-winning field goal opportunity, but you missed. But the fact you had a chance to win late there just shows how good your defense is. Because 4 picks, usually you're probably set up in pretty bad field position. It seemed like all day the Seahawks were driving down the field and then Darnold would throw a pick. It's just like maybe he was seeing little ghosts being back in his college town.
Yeah.
But I mean, this changes really nothing to me about the Seattle. It just shows that they're still one. Despite 4 turnovers, Rams kind of got lucky here to win this game. I mean,
they did, but also they deserved
hold on at least. Got lucky to hold on.
They did, but they also deserved to win this game as well.
Oh yeah, they should have won by more, but 14 points and then a late touchdown is all that they needed. I mean, they really kind of just held on to that early lead and really just grinded it out. Credit to that defense. The defense, that secondary was kind of a iffy spot for most people. We're kind of down in the Rams secondary, but their secondary came up big in that game.
Yeah.
Kyron Williams had a pretty big game. I mean, Stafford didn't have to do much, but he did have 2 touchdowns, only 130 yards. But I mean, Seattle, I think their offense is going to continue to get into more rhythm once Shaheed kind of gets a full feel being in the.
I mean, four picks is the biggest thing, obviously.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. I think I may have to bench him for that.
Yeah.
After that. But I mean, other than that, there's more credit to the Rams being able to hold on. Despite you should put him away when you could have, but I mean, good teams find ways to win, and the Rams. It's crazy how good Stafford's been with his age, and the Rams kind of have full control of that division now.
He's been one of the underrated MVP candidates this year, Stafford.
Yeah, he's had a great year, and the thing they still have to go. Oh, there'll be a Thursday night game coming up in a couple weeks. Will be the rematch, so that'll be good. It'll be in Seattle, so that'll probably be by when the division is settled because 8-2 is the Rams now, 7-3 is Seattle. So,
agreed.
All right, before we get to probably the biggest game that was all over on CBS, let's touch on this game real quick. Ravens survived. The Browns held on. Their defense held on as long as it could. It held on to the lead as long as it could. Then it finally,
it just broke. Myles Garrett is the best player. Is the defensive player of the year yet again.
I mean, ever since when Dylan Gabriel got hurt,
no one can stop him.
Yeah, the Ravens really had so many chances to score, and they just couldn't. They were just kicking field goals, and they finally scored a. It was It was a 4th and 1, and Mark Andrews ran like a 40-yard. push. But I mean, then Shador had to come in, and I feel bad for him because his house got robbed. Like you should not be doing that to anybody. It's a game. It's not. You don't need to put someone's life in danger over a game. I don't care if your team sucks. You don't do that.
Yeah,
better people. It's not his fault. I mean, it's just a bad situation if you're Cleveland in that offense.
Agreed.
Like that offense. But on the other hand, the Ravens.
Shador played.
Yeah. Hey, Dylan Gabriel got hurt, I think maybe at halftime or something, or maybe start of the third quarter, Shador came in because I think he got a concussion. And I think he's starting this week as well. So, but
Yeah.
just kind of sucks because every time he would get the ball, was already getting like his offensive line was just getting destroyed, and it is a bad situation.
No, I agree.
And he should not be getting that. But the defense, all the credit goes to that defense. I mean, he had held on to the lead there for that long over the Ravens. But if the Ravens would have lost that game, it would have just gone back to reset. Like they would have everything that they did, all those wins they just added up would have just been meant to nothing pretty much.
Yeah.
But they needed that back to 500. I still don't know what to think of that team. It's just weird because they do this every time where they'll look really good and they'll barely win. Like it. Then again, the schedule, you got Jets this week, so I mean another bad team, and they can get above 500. So the Ravens are riding hot right now, 4 wins in a row, and we'll see because that 2 weeks they play the Steelers, and that's gonna be good.
Massive. Look, the Ravens don't have much. They didn't have much leeway. They had to win this game, and look, they've had trouble winning in Cleveland over the past few years. It's not anything new with Baltimore, but they won, and that's huge for Baltimore. They keep up with Pittsburgh, who won this week as well.
Yep. And here we go. A new team will win the division in the AFC West.
Unless it's not done yet.
It's pretty much done. What the Chargers or the Broncos will win this division unless the Broncos would lose like 5 in a row. Like, I guess if they lost 3 games and these are their remaining games, they play the Commanders, Raiders, Packers, Jaguars. I mean, maybe the last 4 games were tough, but
yeah,
I mean, this was a massive win. Every time you think that the Chiefs would have a chance, you're like, oh, here we go again. Chiefs late drive to win the game. That Broncos defense absolutely was clutch all game.
Yeah.
Did they even have Surtain out there? I don't even think they did.
No, this was without Surtain. He was questionable.
That's what even makes it even like better is that their secondary was holding up. Like they would give up like these big pass interference, but their defense in the red zone was holding for field goals like almost automatic. Like, and then Bo Nix, I mean, I thought he outplayed Mahomes in that game. And that was like he's been struggling all year, and whenever they needed him most, he was a clutch. That was a clutch Bo Nix performance. I mean, they probably played about the same. I mean, 29 of 45, 276, 1 touchdown, 1 interception from Mahomes, and then 24 of 37, 295.
The big thing was the Broncos defense is maybe the best in the league.
Yep.
And this is one of the better defenses in a while too. I truly believe that. This was all without Surtain. Yeah. That's how good this Broncos defense is. And I
was with the Chiefs.
They've won like 7 or 8 straight. Denver has. They haven't lost
since week 3.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, they've won 8 straight games.
Yeah.
And most of them have been like comebacks or close wins, close games. Yeah. So it's like I think with this team, they did this all without Cortland Sutton. The Chiefs did a good job at limiting him. Other guys stepped up. Troy Franklin continues to be like one of the underrated. Bo Nix's guy. They played with each other at Oregon, so it's like they have already that good connection, and he continues to get more involved in the offense. And Pat Bryant, the rookie out of Illinois, absolutely was huge. Made some catches in that game. But when the Broncos needed Cortland Sutton most on 3rd down, like he got that huge 3rd and short to continue the drive, to be able to continue to drive to set up the field goal.
Yeah.
And this field goal to end the game was like the one that was like similar to last season when these two teams played, and the Chiefs blocked that to win, to win the game last season.
Not
against the
this year.
Broncos. Not this year though. Will Lutz comes up clutch, and I mean the story of this game is really Denver's defense dominating that full
Yeah.
arsenal of
I think the big story when you look at the stat sheet is Mahomes threw 45 times. They don't have run game.
No. Kareem Hunt's, although, is stepping up a little bit. Like they're getting something out of him, but it's like not enough.
I agree.
Pacheco is just not even getting. He's not even in the game anymore. It's like
yeah. I think it's just been all right. Who's been playing better this year? And right now it's been
Kelsey's been playing good. He broke some record. I forget what it was, but so that he's been doing good for my fantasy team. So great job, Travis. I don't know what to think of this Chiefs defense. Like it's pretty good, but it's kind of like shaky at times. But
yeah, I'm with you there.
They're good enough to win, but that
it's the reason they're still in the playoff picture. I believe. Like again, the Chiefs aren't out of the playoffs. Not even close.
No.
To it. I'm not.
They're in the same spot as the Ravens, though. They're both 5-5.
I'm not counting out Kansas City until proven otherwise.
No,
I think it would be stupid to count them out until they're fully out.
Right now, they're the 9. They're out of the wild card and behind the Texans
currently. But
again, 5-5.
Kansas City could get hot.
Yeah, if the Jaguars and stay hot, the Jaguars have that tiebreaker.
Yeah, that's right. That Monday night game.
And there's two teams that are that they could catch. It's the Jags and then the Chargers. The Chargers are probably the team to catch there because they're not healthy, their offensive line, and after what they showed this past weekend, they could be heading down the standings. And the Chiefs, they still had to match up in Arrowhead. Pretty sure it's Arrowhead because the first week they played was in Brazil. But the Chargers were the home team, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that sounds right.
But the Chiefs, everything's still in front of you. Your offense is still.
It's just not typical Kansas City Chiefs.
No, I think their offense is not as.
They're getting older. They're getting older, and they haven't hit on as many draft picks as they used to. And that eventually, when you're picking at 32, 31 every year, you're not getting top of the top talent.
Their offense is not as like unstoppable as everybody probably thought that it was either.
No,
like they have all these big name guys, and they're getting like Worthy and Rice back, and it's still just been kind of shaky. Like Mahomes has not really looked up like Mahomes this year. He's kind of been a little step off to what he's been usually been. Like not saying it's like he's still a top 3 quarterback like this year, but it's just his levels have dropped a little bit. This game I didn't watch much, the Sunday night game, but
I didn't either.
Score, it's just kind of a weird game.
Detroit shot themselves in the foot so many times in this game. They didn't convert any fourth downs.
Yeah, didn't they like turn it over on downs?
Sometimes they should have kicked field goals. The Jameson Williams touchdown, he runs himself into the goalpost. That's unsportsmanlike. So they have to back up Bates. And because the wind was such a factor in this game, the wind was crazy in this game if you saw the flags. Sunday Night Football did a really good job of showing the flags. They kind of show, like, guys, the wind's a problem. So because of that, Bates missed a field goal, and that would have put Detroit up 1 at that time. But Philadelphia's defense is really good. Again, it's the same issues with Philadelphia for the past few weeks. It's been the offense.
Yeah. And the offense, Barkley, 26 carries, 83 yards. It's pretty decent.
It's okay.
Bigsby, 4 carries, 34 yards. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Here we go. After pitching a fit all week, 7 receptions, 49 yards for A.J. Brown.
Yeah, he had some big plays this year.
Nothing, no beat balls or anything, but the offense focal point, Jalen Hurts was getting him the ball after complaining all week. So maybe that's a sign for things to come for A.J. Brown. Maybe he's starting to get maybe some more consistency in his performance, but I mean, who knows?
Yeah, agreed.
But I don't know what to think about this. So I guess right now the Eagles are probably the team to beat in the NFC, or no, not the team to beat. Probably the Rams and the Seahawks. I'd still put above the Eagles, but
But you
I
can't
don't
deny
know.
at least the 1 seed currently.
No, yeah, they're the one seed and they're the champs. You have to go to take out the champs. You got to beat them. So until then, they're still the kings of the NFC.
Yeah, and my take on this week is that there's no like elite team this year. Anyone could beat anyone
No,
this year. It's not like last year where it's like Philadelphia is like the cream of the crop.
they're winning games in weird ways. Like they're having to grind out
They
every
are,
time.
yeah.
Like all their games have been like one scoring. It's just been close games this year.
Agreed.
Then Monday night, I mean, could have had a record broken with Dak with 5 touchdowns. Just bad throw on that last one to CD, but all in all, good game for the Cowboys.
Not much to say.
Other than the Raiders are
Cowboys
just
played
bad.
with their head on fire because of everything going on with Marshawn Meeland. They had three players come back from injury. They had 2 players coming back from massive injury. Sharon Revel from East Carolina, and then Demario Overshown, who was
Overshown
really
looked pretty good
last year before he tore his ACL, MCL, and PCL all at the same time. Brutal.
Williams
So and then obviously Logan Wilson and Quentin Williams had their debuts at the trade deadline. Quentin got a sack and a half and a few tackles. Looked really solid.
Smith Murray played pretty good.
And then Logan Wilson played good.
Yeah.
The Cowboys defense gave up 9 points, I'd say, like throughout like non-garbage time, I'd say.
Yeah. So but the story of the game is the 2 best receivers that so far this season. Not the 2 best, but one of the best receivers, George Pickens, continues to
both
money.
Both Lamb and Pickens have been one of, if not the best receiving duo in the league this year.
The only other receiving duo that can even come close to that is it's Chase and Higgins. That's about it. I mean, it's just, and then the Cowboys are able to get like production from the run game as well.
If they could get stops, like they're not a bad team. It's just if they can get stops. And again, I'm not putting so much into this because it is Las Vegas. They are a bad football team.
The only way you get back in this race is you're gonna have to beat playoff teams. Dak Prescott said it last night after the game.
Yeah, and the issue for the Cowboys, and the reason I'm not really going like, oh my gosh, the Cowboys are back, is because their next few games are
Eagles, Chiefs,
Lions, Vikings, Chargers, and then at the end you get Washington, New York. Yeah. I think maybe 2 wins in that five game stretch, possibly.
Who knows though? I mean, a lot of these you can get into shootouts with some of these teams. You can win. Like if you can get into a shootout with an Eagles, with that Eagles team, their offense is still prone to make mistakes, and you could.
Yeah,
I mean,
we'll see.
It just depends how the defense comes out. Like again, if you can get a couple stops, like that's the big thing. I mean, Quentin Williams will help that. Overshawn being back is huge for the secondary. I mean, they needed that help, but we'll see what happens with the Cowboys. You ready to get into Week 12?
Let's do it.
All right, Week 12. This is crunch time.
We're getting close to playoff clinchers and playoff eliminators.
Yeah. Here we go. Thursday night should be pretty good.
Battle of strengths.
Yep. Texans aren't the Texans like one.
Texans have one of, if not the best defensive lines in the entire NFL, and they're going up against one of, if not the best quarterback under pressure and making extended plays in Josh Allen.
We'll see what Stroud decides to do. I would lean towards he's probably playing, but Davis Mills has been pretty good. But this is how you beat Buffalo. Nick
Chubb Nick Chubb or Woody Marks could have massive games.
Yeah, but the thing is that their offensive line's been bad. So we'll see which one has to give. Is it the offensive line that steps up, or does the Bills rushing defense step up?
Agreed.
But even then, you still have to worry about that pass attack, because that pass attack has been pretty solid lately with Davis Mills, even Ian Stroud. Stroud's been pretty good when he's healthy as well this year as well. But that's what I'll be looking at in this game is the rushing defense of Buffalo. If they're able to if they're getting gashed again, then they could time of possession. It'll be in Houston, it'll be on the dome, so no weather issues there. But I mean, Buffalo, those Mafia will probably take over this game, and you need this game if you're Buffalo. And I guess the Texans are one game off the in the wild card, so this is a big game for them if they want to get back on track. But if you want to win the division, if you're Buffalo, you can't drop games like this.
Yeah, agree.
Oh, this game will be good. It's at 3:25. We'll see if it's shown. But all right, we hit the noon games. Like we said earlier, no Tyrod Taylor now Jets quarterback, and they're going to Baltimore. I mean, the Ravens just handle your business here. I mean, that's all. You cannot do what you did last week.
Handle your business, Baltimore.
You cannot play around, and I mean that Jets defense still is decent, but I mean you can't let them hang around. That's like what you did last week with the Browns. You let them hang around too long, but you have the kill shot early, end them out of the game, and then maybe you can be in control of that division if you not in control, but you'll be tied for first if the Steelers lose. But the Steelers they go into Chicago. We'll see if Rodgers plays or not, but Rodgers owns the city of Chicago. So if you're a Bears fan, you're probably hoping Mason Rudolph is a starter because he'll probably give you better juju. But I mean, if you are a Bears fan, you're riding hot. This is their best your team's looked in a while, and now you have. And maybe this is the time you want Rodgers because that offense has not looked good. If you're Pittsburgh, it's been up and down. But I mean, I think the big key here is the Bears defense, if they can get some turnovers, because that Pittsburgh offense, outside of its tight end play, is pretty lackadaisical. It's like it's bad. It's not good. It's just crumbling as it goes. It's crazy that they're getting 30 points a game. It's not in some games. But we'll see if the Bears if it gets close late. I mean, I probably trust the Bears more than I do the Steelers, so that's something to look out for.
Bears are good veteran. Bears have been really under Ben Johnson. This has been surprising to me. He keeps running the football. They stay disciplined with the run game, and they're good in close games. Again, that's the big surprise to me this year with Chicago. I thought they'd be okay in close games. Not great, but first-year head coach type stuff. No, they've been awesome in close games.
Yeah, that'll be here's another Seahawks coming off a loss, heading the Titans. Just handle your business. If you're Sam Darnold, this is a perfect game.
Big bounce back game for.
Yeah, Darnold needs it. Just don't turn the ball over. If you can have a clean game, no turnovers. I mean, you should be dominating from the jump.
Yeah.
Here's probably. I mean, this would be an interesting game. Colts, Chiefs.
Is this a noon game?
Yeah, it's a noon game. Something's got to give here. Are the Colts going to stay hot like they've been doing all year, or the Chiefs?
It feels like must win for Kansas City.
And this is a game I'd lean like they get this done, but we'll see because if you're the Chiefs on that defense, you got to force Daniel Jones into making some suspect throws and force some interceptions.
You need to take the key to beating the Colts is
takeaways.
Take away Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
Make Daniel Jones put the game on his back and these receivers because Kansas City's got the corners and defensive backs to cover these talented wide receivers that Indy has.
Yeah. And we'll see how big Tyler Warren can be in this game because he's been quietly a really good rookie.
Probably he could be like this generation's Travis Kelce, just how much he does.
Yeah, he does a lot.
How much he did at Penn State, how much he does for Indianapolis right now.
Yeah. Well, this would be an interesting game, but if you're whichever team you're a fan of in this game, coming into this is more the Chiefs need it more than the Colts. But I mean, I bet all NFL fan bases are gonna be on rooting the Colts on because another Chiefs loss is gonna put their backs against the wall, and I mean, if the Chiefs miss the playoffs here, the whole NFL is just gonna celebrate because I mean everybody's
just like, oh my goodness, something new.
Yeah, it'll be very weird if you're
over until it's over with Kansas City.
No, never. Like if this is a team this is why this NFL season because even if you just sneak in the playoffs, you're gonna have a good shot. Like if you're the Chiefs or Ravens just sneaking in, that's a dangerous team. Like
you don't want to play that team if you're like a lead.
Like you're hoping you get that. That's why the bye this year is so big because you don't want to have to play in that wild card round.
Absolutely.
So a lot of like bad games this week. This game could get interesting, I think, just because of how bad the Packers.
I mean, if the games are bad this week, then we can just do them quick and then we can move on.
Vikings, Packers. I mean, Packers, you can't lose this game. It's at home.
It's gonna be close.
It's gonna be close though. Packers don't know how to put away anybody.
Yeah.
Giants, Lions. You need to bounce back from their offense. You need to put up some points here.
Yep.
This game could get interesting because this game would be interesting to see how the Patriots defense can do against the Bengals, even though the Bengals don't have Jamar. But
that's gonna hurt because Christian Gonzalez is gonna be clamped on T. Higgins all day.
I did pick up Andre Estavas from the waivers. Let's hope that I can get him because I think he could have a big game here with.
Possibly.
We'll see. All right, Tank Bowl, Browns, Raiders. Yay. Hopefully nobody watches that. Jags at Cardinals. That could be interesting, maybe. We'll see how mature Jaguars are, if they can win this. Because they went out west last time.
These are the games the Jaguars lose, though. When you have all the hope in Jacksonville, it's the games that they shouldn't.
It reminds me 2 weeks ago, they went to – or 2 or 3 weeks ago, they went to Las Vegas, and they barely won. This is a game you can't lose. Here we go. Before we get to the America's Game of the Week, here's another game that'll probably be shown. Hopefully I can watch it in Birmingham. 2 teams that hate each other. And it's a game where Kirk Cousins returns back to New Orleans. Last year, these 2 teams played. I was at the game with Kirk Cousins, and he threw like 3 interceptions, and the Falcons lost, and the Saints won. So Kellen Moore's first time in this rivalry, and the Saints players knows what it means because there's a lot of Saints players.
Haven't played this year?
Yeah, no, they haven't played yet this year.
Huh.
Kellen Moore's first game in the Saints-Falcons rivalry. Saints are off a bye after a win, rare win. Like I'll be happy. I'll be kind of mad if they lose because I hate the Falcons, but I'll be happy. But it'll be like, all right, we're tanking, so it's okay. But a lot of
either way, it's like if you lose, it sucks, but also high draft.
A lot of these Saints players know the meaning of this game, though, so that's good. Like you have good locker room, like Cam Jordan, Justin Reed. He just came over from free agency, but he's from Louisiana. Yeah, Kamara, Gotcha. Like you have a lot. I want to see how Tyler Shuck does because just Falcons, they
have a good pass rush.
Yeah, they have a good pass rush and a good secondary.
That's been like one of the few positive things that's come out of Atlanta this year is that their 2 draft picks have hit so far this year.
But they're not giving up as many pass yards, but they gave up 400 plus to Bryce Young. So we'll see. Maybe Chris Olave will have a big game, but there's a guy to watch on here. It'll be Jawan Johnson to have a big game. Him and Tyler Shuck have a really good connection.
I need Olave to have another big game with Shuck.
Apparently the Saints are going to try and get an extension done with Chris Olave soon. So he wants to stay. He said he wants to be a Saint, and that's why they didn't trade him. So they're going to try and. But let's touch on another rivalry game: Eagles, Cowboys, and Jerry's.
Another game that these 2 teams hate each other.
Last time these 2 teams played on week 1 to open up the season.
Dallas had a chance to go. Dallas had a chance to spoil Eagles ring night, but barely lost that game. It was a great game. Philly kind of won in the end, but it kind of showed like, is Philly okay on offense? And really, that's been the entire year. It's just like you're waiting on that game for Philadelphia to fully unlock that offense. The last time these two teams played, Jalen Hurts ran all over Dallas.
And now this time, the Cowboys have a friendly, familiar face that Jalen Hurts will see in that line. Quinnen Williams, first game in Dallas. We'll see how. Hopefully, he can put on a show for the fans.
Yeah, and this is going to be a test again for Philadelphia's secondary and defense because Dallas has been one of, if not the best, one of, if not
that was when like the Cowboys' offense wasn't like fully clicking because that was the first game that CeeDee Lamb and Pickens played together.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Again, if Dallas wins this game, then I'm going to be very interested to see what they do for the rest of the year. If not, then it's like
whatever.
Kind of just what they've been all year, where it's just bad defense, good offense, good.
And you're building for next year, and you're going to try and do everything you can to try and retain Pickens, but who knows what happened there.
Yeah.
So all in all, it should be. I mean, the afternoon games, you have some rivalry games.
Both our teams are facing their haters.
Yeah. Then Sunday night, Bucks and Rams, and the Bucks have been on a gauntlet lately, and they need a win bad. And the Rams are
not an easy game.
The Rams are probably the NFC. I mean, the Rams should only have like one loss this year. They have 2 losses. The Eagles. I know they have 2 losses, but they had that Eagles game in the bag and they choked it. But the Rams, they've been clutch. Like their offense has been clutch lately, and the Bucks have been getting. I think a big game. I think Stafford's going to have a big game because that secondary for Tampa Bay has been getting feasted lately.
Yeah.
And if you're the Bucks here, I mean, when are they getting Bucky Irving back? It's just they're just trying to hold on right now, and they're.
I think this week or next week is.
Yeah, they're just trying to hold on with all the injuries. They're trying to get everybody healthy at the right time. That's really what it is. Because when they have everybody back, they're perfect.
This is kind of what everything's looking like right now. If you pull it up for our audience. This is kind of where we are right now. I mean, the Rams and Eagles are tied at 8-2.
With the Rams, the Eagles
have the bye because of tiebreaker.
Yep.
And then the AFC West, it looks like a blast from the past.
If the
good, the Colts are good, the Patriots are good.
The Bucks
early 2000s kids are very happy right now.
That first round matchup. Bucks and Seahawks like they had earlier in the regular season would be absolute mayhem.
Yeah.
So that's like one of the games of the year as well.
Yeah.
And Steelers and Bills, they've like played each other like the wild card round for a while now, like a couple of years now.
Yeah. Monday night is Carolina and San Francisco, right?
Yep. So Bryce Young will be on primetime. And look, everybody will be like, "Oh, Bryce has had a really good bounce back season."
Really nice, but this is a game that he has to have another big game.
He has to play almost perfect.
Really, really good.
I wish that Mac Jones would have still been the starter because that would have been awesome to have this game on primetime.
Absolutely.
And Mac Jones, but still, Niners, Panthers, McCaffrey against his old team.
Yeah.
Should be a good game.
Always a fun one.
Always a fun one.
As of today, your current playoff games would be the Patriots playing the Jaguars. Actually, I have no idea.
They get the bye week. It'd be the 3.
Yeah, Patriots, Jaguars, 2 versus 7.
I thought the first 2 get to bye.
What?
Is it only the number 1 seed gets a bye?
Only the number 1 seed gets a bye.
Okay, yeah. So Patriots, Jags, could be a good game.
I wouldn't.
Rams, Niners, part 3 would be awesome.
Then Colts, Chargers, and then Steelers, Bills. Pretty fun there.
Pretty good matchups.
And then Bucks, Seahawks.
Oh,
that would be.
Seahawks would be mayhem. And yeah, Bears, Packers.
Packers in Soldier Field in the playoffs would be massive, and then the Rams, 49ers.
Part 3 would be taken over. It would be Santa Clara of North.
Yeah.
Santa Clara South.
Yeah, the shocking thing out of all this is the Broncos have quietly taken over the 1 seed because everyone's been talking about the Patriots this year. It's been like, nope, Denver's actually been sneaky. They've been sneaky.
Having to go through Denver in January is like hard.
Having to go through Denver, Philadelphia, New England, not fun.
Having to go play in altitude in January.
Even at the playing Soldier Field in January, that doesn't sound. Or Pittsburgh.
Soldier Field is like weird. Is a weird stadium because it.
Yeah, the last time they hosted a playoff game, the double doink.
Yep, against the Eagles.
Yep.
The thing with the Steelers is never because the Steelers field is bad. Like their conditions are bad, but
yeah,
I mean the Steelers are always somehow in the mix, but their biggest test ahead is because this could shake out by like a week or two when the Ravens are just climbing. Like right now, you have the Chiefs and Ravens are just knocking at the door of these 6 and 7 seeds, just saying, "All right, we're here. Better not lose."
Yep.
And really, the NFC really doesn't have much like really many teams that are in the hunt. I guess the Panthers.
I could see 1 through 6 make the Super Bowl this year
in both divisions. 1 through 6 in the NFC, yeah.
1 through 5. 1 through I think only 4 teams could make the Super Bowl in the AFC right now.
I think Denver, Patriots.
I think Denver. Right now, my top 3 would be Denver, Indy, and Buffalo. Right now, it's Denver. Going into Mile High and playing that defense is going to be rough for anyone. I think the only team that could beat him would be Buffalo.
Yeah.
In the NFC,
Buffalo.
In the NFC,
to figure it out.
In the NFC, I think probably I'd see 5 teams that can make it if they get hot at the right time. Maybe Chicago. They're the one that I'm like.
I think everybody but Chicago can make it. I think I'm still high on the Niners. Niners are a team with pedigree.
49ers, I don't think so.
They're still a team with championship pedigree, though. Like you can't count out Shanahan and.
Yeah, since we're over midseason, we haven't done it already. You got a Super Bowl prediction if you're looking at this?
No, I mean I think the Ravens are going to win that division and get hot.
I do too. I think the Ravens are going to probably. I think Ravens and Steelers.
And this is the year where you get a wild card team.
Ravens and Steelers probably both get in again.
I think this is a year where the wild card team is going to make a Super Bowl.
Yeah, like a Seattle could come out of nowhere or a Buffalo.
Yeah. That's what I think. I think a team playing on wild card weekend is going to make the Super Bowl. I don't know which conference yet, but one of those teams.
Again, there's a lot of football left, and again, there's some teams on here that we both think are going to make the playoffs.
Well, this is going to be a good playoffs this year. This might be one of the better playoffs we've had in a while.
Yeah, especially with like no great team this year.
It's not going to be like the Eagles last year where they just dominated everybody. It's this year.
Like Detroit could.
I forgot about Detroit. Yeah.
Yeah, like Detroit could still get into this dance.
Yeah, it's like the only team out there. I mean, the Panthers maybe could, but if they can beat
I think it's Detroit.
But by the time the Panthers kind of got a bad draw here because they played the Bucks earlier in the season, like the past couple weeks, they could have hit it. They could have got them.
Agreed. But
they could have beaten them. But now they're going to be healthy late. They'll probably get Mike Evans back later. They're going to get Chris Godwin back. They're going to get Irving back.
It would be interesting to see Denver make it again because the last time they made the Super Bowl was in Levi's Stadium.
That is true.
With an elite defense. If they do it this year, it will be the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, that's.
Got anything else this week?
Should be a good week. Getting close to we'll have next week. We'll have Thanksgiving football.
Yeah, that's right. We'll have to. We're still going to be recording. We're not taking off Thanksgiving. We might move up college football up to Wednesday since they play a lot of games Friday that week. But probably, and maybe we'll talk about some of it Thursday since this week in college football is not the best. But we'll see. We'll see when we get there. Any final thoughts on this week?
Nah, it should be some good rivalry games, decent primetime games. So it should be a pretty solid week at the NFL besides the noon slate. But
I agree.
That's when the upsets could happen. I mean, that's how it is this year.
I'm excited for this Thursday night game. This is the first time in a while I'm really excited for a Thursday night game.
Yeah. All right. This is the Fourth and a Mile podcast. We'll be back later in the week for the college football episode. Nicholas Elliott, JD Zasa. We are signing off. Goodbye.